the Daily News parent company Trunk. The stock of that company closing the day in the red. Kelsey Harkness is back with us, along with Democrat strategist we welcome, Antoine Seawright. Good to see you guys. You know, Kelsey, both New York Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor Cuomo, they're worried about what is going on at the Daily News. The governor saying, quote, this will undoubtedly devastate many households, hurt an important New York institution. Your reaction to this?
Look, as somebody in the journalism industry, my heart does go out to all those who lost their jobs today. But I think this was a result of something that we already know. Newspapers are a dying breed. And maybe, just maybe, the New York Daily News put out one too many provocative headlines about President Trump, and Americans just aren't taking them seriously. I think that this actually presents them with an opportunity to decide whether or not they want to be tabloid news or whether or not they want to be real journalists. I hope they choose the latter, because we all know that we need more truthful and trustful journalists, particularly at the local level.
Antoine, go ahead.
With all due respect, I think that's just fundamentally not true. What we've seen across the country is this idea of recalibration for a lot of publications. A lot of people are moving online. You have a lot of small town newspapers who are going away, and I don't think this newspaper shutting down has anything to do with the stories that write.
You got to get both sides of the customer base, right, and appeal to them, right?
Happened since Donald Trump has taken office, there's been an all-out assault on the media, and it's almost like the things that we've been dependent upon, particularly in small-town America, like where I grew up. The local paper was how we got our news. It was very dependent upon. But this idea has been tarnished and bashed because of this president.
Your point's well taken about fake news, because there are a lot of solid reporters at these outfits that the president is saying fake news, Kelsey, and the president has used that tagline, fake news, going back to the 70s when he was, going after news reporters who questioned what he was doing in his real estate empire. Kelsey.
Look, I think a lot of the provocative headlines that the New York Daily News puts out as the face of its entire newspaper has cheapened the actual real journalism that we know that institution is capable of. And that's why so many Americans are picking up in this concept of fake news, because they are just exaggerating every little outrage under the Trump administration.
Kelsey, you can point to any other publication that may lean left or right, and that's not the case. The bottom line is the way we do news is different. Our cell phones make this world a different place, and I don't think it has anything to do with left versus right.
All right, let's get to your scary privacy story of the day. This is an unbelievable story. Ride-sharing apps Uber and Lyft suspended a St. Louis, Missouri driver, Jason Gargak. What was he doing? He was live streaming hundreds of his passengers without their knowing it on an online website called Twitch. Most of his passengers had no idea they were even being recorded and then shown on the internet. Gargak admitted he made about $3,500 doing that. People paid for his videos. People who were, say, drunk. He basically targeted. He looked at bars. He put all sorts of people on the site. 4,500 followers. Uber and Lyft pulled the plug. 700 rides were filmed since he started driving in March. I mean, Antoine, this is really creepy. He's down playing, and it's just virtual people watching. What do you say?
Well, I think that's very scary, and I think from a local government standpoint, this is why local government and local elections matter. When Uber and Lyft comes into a state or a town, there must be constant accountability measures, a constant oversight of how they're doing business and who they're doing business with, etc. I think that's so important, because what if that was someone's, underage daughter or a mother or anything? This could be very detrimental, and it could be very scary.
Quickly, Kelsey, the children were live streamed as well from this car. Your reaction?
Absolutely inappropriate, absolutely creepy. The thing is, I don't think the government is necessary to step in, because I think Americans are rightly outraged by this. And I think what we're all asking right now is that it might be legal, but why does Uber and Lyft not have policies against live streaming their passengers? It makes no sense.
It has to do with, we have to go, but quickly, so sorry about this. We ran out of time. But the state of Missouri allows you to record, apparently, if there's one person with the consent to drive.
I
know this could change laws.
Local government accountability
there you go.
will help.
It could change laws. Kelsey and Antoine, you've been terrific. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.